to the commencement exercises for the class of 1998. At this time, I'd like to introduce the distinguished dignitaries who will be here this afternoon. First is Dr. Geraldine O'Donnell, Superintendent of Schools, and Bradford Jackson, Director of Finance, followed by Suzanne Rooney, Chairperson of the Board, and other school committee members, Bob Young, Barbara Brakey, Stephen Peterson, Representative James Maselli, Edward Woods, Principal, Peter Lucia, Assistant Principal, and Michael Nee, Coordinator of Student Activities, and the faculty of Wilmington High School. And now the graduates of the class of 1998.
Good afternoon, and a warm welcome to all of you as you grace our graduation ceremony with your presence. In particular, we invoke Almighty God for His presence and His blessings upon our commencement exercise for our graduates. The following words are addressed to the class of 1998. As graduates of Wilmington High School, you have gained your first measure of success. This celebration honors you for that achievement. We all must remember, however, that success is never gained by individual efforts alone. We must recognize God's love for us, He who created us in the first place. You must recognize your mothers for the great part they played in your progress. The one who gave you birth is rejoicing this day to see you stand here in cap and gown, together with your fathers and guardians, as they have provided for you through all these years. You make their hearts swell as you stand here promoted. Acknowledge the teachers who struggled with you through the painful and fun-filled experiences of learning. No one becomes successful without learning. This graduation exercise is just as much a victory celebration for them as it is for you. Be grateful to all administrators and those in charge who organized your formal education, and to the people of Wilmington who financed the cost of your schooling. All was done for you by a great act of love for you, and because we know that knowledge and wisdom are better than silver and gold. Once you have it, it cannot be taken away from you. Proverbs states, "Go out and buy knowledge, and when you have it, do not lose it, but keep it and make use of it by loving those back who gave it to you in the first place." Be thankful, therefore, and grateful, humble, and appreciate what others have done for you. As successful individuals, we all stand upon the shoulders of giants who came before us. My prayer for you this day is that you remain humble in your search for happiness. For humility, we have the divine promise for exaltation and continued blessings. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you your class president, Kristen Flynn, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Kristen?
Before I start my remarks, I'd like to take a couple moments to recognize a supporter of Wilmington High School and selectman of Wilmington High School who passed this morning at his home. Rocco Di Pasquale passed away this morning, as I said, at his home. And I please ask you to join me if we could take a couple moments just to honor his memory. Thank you. Thank you. I would now like to ask the graduates in 1998 to please visualize with me this scene. A beautiful boardroom, paneled walls, fireplace, paintings on the walls, and thick carpeting on the floor. In the center is a big, beautifully polished table. At the end of the table is a special chair, and you are in it. Around the rest of the table are some remarkably comfortable chairs. And in these chairs, you are going to place members of your personal board of directors. The people on your board of directors will be those people who have had the biggest influence in your life. These are the people who have helped you to be who you are. These are the people who have helped you to to be more than you thought you could be. Let's take a minute to list some of the attributes of your board members. I'll bet everybody on your board thought that you were special. At the same time, I'll bet these people expected a great deal from you. They probably expected more from you than other people expected from you. And they expected more from you than they did others. That's why this is one of the ways that you were special to them. I'll bet they stretched you, and at times I'll bet they stretched you more than you wanted to be stretched. I'll bet these people had an interest in the totality of your personality, and I'll bet that you worked hard not to disappoint them. These people certainly cared about you. They most likely put you first. You know, without a doubt, that you can trust them. They are strong and loyal, and they are always there for you. I know you have a parent or grandparent on your board. Maybe a brother or sister, maybe a coach, teacher, guidance counselor, and maybe there's even a spare chair for administrator. You know that you have achieved something very important and very valuable today. You know that you have worked hard to get here. You also know that you did not get here alone. As you celebrate your success today, think of those people who have contributed so much to your success. Think of your personal board of directors. It's time to thank them. It's time to tell them that you have made a difference. It's time to recognize their efforts and their support. And it's time to learn from them. It is also time for you to make a difference. It's time for you to become more responsible and to place yourself on someone else's board of directors. We can all recite quotes that bear meaning on your graduation today. We all wish you well. You may not remember the words or the wishes, but I know that you will always remember those people on your board of directors. Those people will be there for you forever. I congratulate the graduates of 1998, and I congratulate all those people who are on each individual's board of directors. Thank you.
Two weeks ago, Mrs. McManus called me down to the office, which wasn't very unusual because I was always running through there. But instead of her needing me to pick up a package or to answer some odd question or to find missing Miss Shack, she informed me that it was the president's job at graduation to say the Pledge of Allegiance and the farewell. And you saw how I handled the Pledge of Allegiance, so you can only imagine what I thought about the farewell speech. I've said the Pledge of Allegiance every day of school for the past 13 years. You basically have to memorize it to pass kindergarten. But I've also known a lot of you for 13 years, which makes the farewell a lot different and far more difficult. I only have one chance to say it, so there's no pressure, right? 13 years of education has passed very well. And it's time for the class of '98 to accept the change. We will forever be grateful to our friends that have helped us carry it on. But we also must say goodbye to those who have impacted our lives the greatest, to our parents, our educators, and our community. What we are leaving behind, we won't realize until we're completely gone. But do yourselves a great favor today. Before you sprint out of here and rip off those itchy robes and the uncomfortable hats that you have on right now and head out to the parties and to your family, look at yourself and be proud of everything that you did. Step back and look at your class. Take a moment out for the rush of great memories, mistakes, tears, laughter, celebration and partying, and learning. This is the last time you will see all of the class of '98 in the same place at the same time. Help these old friends when they need you, and bless the years and happy times when you meant a lot to each other. But try not to feel guilty in the upcoming years when other people start to mean more to you. Because as we graduate and say goodbye to our generation as the Wildcats, remember Young's quote, "Heaven gives us friends to bless the present scene, but resumes them to prepare us for the next." I look forward to creating a future for myself, but even more so, I look forward to seeing how each of you pursues this new adventure. Thank you for the many years of memories, and good luck in every path, step, joy, and dream you pursue. Thanks.
Dr. O'Donnell, Mr. Woods, teachers, faculty, and honored guests, good afternoon. My name is Rebecca Rogers, and I'm proud to be the essayist of the class of 1998. I'd like to start by thanking all of those who have made the past 4 years so successful and truly a time that will never be forgotten. To all the parents, friends, and family, we couldn't have done this without you. And finally, to all the graduates, congratulations, you made it. I think I speak for most of the graduates today when I say that this is a very confusing time for us. I personally have so many different emotions all running at the same time, among which are relief, pride, anxiety, sadness, introspection, retrospection, the list goes on and on. There's one feeling, though, that really stands high above the rest, probably because it's so new to me. That feeling is freedom. Because it's an emotion, there isn't a definition that will work for everyone. We may all agree that freedom could mean independence, ease, openness, familiarity, and liberation. These mere words just don't convey my feelings. Today, June 7th, is my Aunt Linda's birthday. Linda was the most free-spirited person I've ever known, and I've always wished that I could be more like her. She never let pressure or fear rule over her love for fun, and she was a beautiful and happy person because of it. I'm an only child, but Linda was like my sister when she lived with my parents and me for 3 years in the late 80s. I remember being bored one day in 3rd grade and faking an illness to the school nurse so that I could get dismissed. I've come a long way since then. Linda hurried to the Shawsheen to pick me up, and when we got to the car, I rubbed my hands together and asked her whether she'd rather go bowling or mini golfing. A few minutes later, when she stopped laughing, she opted for mini golf. She should have been angry, but she wasn't. Linda died in October of 1995 after a 10-month struggle to battle cancer. I think about her every day now and how she's changed my life forever. On the last day of school, I went to Hampton Beach with my best friends. That day was the first time in my life that I felt the freedom that I always saw in Linda's eyes. That day at the beach was perfect. I became a different person, a much happier person, all because of that feeling of freedom. I felt weightless, like I could walk on water. I'm not sure why exactly it happened at the beach that day, but I'm so thankful that it did. Finally, I could just let go of everything. Just let go and enjoy living. I don't have to worry anymore about the things that have kept me from true happiness. I know that I can't control my future, and that all I can do is to work hard, to make responsible decisions for myself, to pray, and to enjoy every minute as though it's my last. Some of you may have experienced this already, but for those of you who haven't, I keep my fingers crossed. I'd like to share with you a quote from Act 3 of Henrik Ibsen's play, Pillars of Society. It reads, "The spirit of truth and the spirit of freedom. They are the pillars of society." Ibsen lived over a century before our time, and many things have changed since then, but truth and freedom will always hold us together. It took me 18 years to see it, but even if it took 80 years, this mindset would be worth the wait. Everyone has someone in his life that he admires. A big part of living one's life is choosing a path guided by someone special. And naturally, I'm not suggesting that we lose our individuality by conforming to other ways of living. I just truly believe that there are some very incredible role models out there that make all of our lives better by inspiring us to develop the qualities that are important to us. For me, it was my Aunt Linda's free spirit. I urge you all to take a look at who you are and at who you'd like to be, and I truly hope that it's the same person. However, if you aren't who you want to be, look to someone you admire and follow in his footsteps. I've finally found the free spirit inside myself, and I'm a much happier person because of it. To Mom and Dad, my best friends, Michelle, Matt, and Mark, my rowdy family out there, for those of you who don't know my family, they've got the foghorns and silly string up there in the corner. I love you all, and happy birthday, Linda. Thank you.
Honored graduates, faculty, family members, and guests, we are here to honor your achievement, your commencement, a time for looking back with pride and looking ahead with joy. We are here to celebrate your success. You earned it, and you have shown that success is not something to wait for, it is something to work for. On this special occasion, I'd like to share the thoughts of a great American writer, Ralph Waldo Emerson, who had these thoughts of the meaning of success. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a little bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. My special congratulations on your success thus far, and my wishes sincerely for continued success to the class of 1998. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and certainly my sincere happiness to present 3 wonderful awards to 3 wonderful students. This is the Class of 1998 Essayist Award to Rebecca Rogers. Class of 1998 Salutatorian Award to Todd M. Koneska. And the class valedictorian of the class of 1998, Cheryl A. Lissess.
Good afternoon, members of the administration, faculty, parents, and most importantly of all, graduates. As the old proverb goes, all good things must come to an end. We finish our high school experiences and move on to a new chapter in our lives. For the past year or so, each of us has worked hard to plan for our futures, whether it be college or career-oriented. Within a few months, a new environment will be upon us. College will present to us many challenges and experiences that will be both unique and exciting. Today, I am here to talk to you as a person who is in the same situation as all of you are. I cannot preach any message or lecture you about what is ahead for us, because I have not experienced life outside of high school any more than you have. However, I do have 3 points which I would like to relate to you here today. First of all, college will bring forth many opportunities and situations. Learning to explore and experience opportunities could possibly enrich your life. For instance, if one would bet on the Utah Jazz rather than the Chicago Bulls, the experience could teach you that the Jazz are a team climbing to the top, while the Bulls have passed their golden years. In other words, just try to keep an open mind rather than a closed one. My second point is that it would be best if you trusted your gut instinct. Do things that make you feel good inside, within the bounds of prudence and the law. I add that for the parents. Deep down inside, our conscious or gut feeling is an instinctual guide that helps us focus on what should and shouldn't be done. By listening to it, we could perhaps avoid trouble and gain advantages that wouldn't normally be seen. The last point, and one of the most important, is that everyone should try to be as individual as possible. Make your own decisions in life. Your friends may have many great ideas, but you have the final say as to what you believe and think you should do. Most importantly, never lose your identity to a group. Otherwise, you will have destroyed that uniqueness which is within you. Be daring and be all that you can be. I wish to leave you with one last quotation by Mark Twain. He said, "When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years." Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 1998.
Dr. O'Donnell, school committee members, honored guests, Principal Woods, faculty, friends, family, and fellow graduates. Our years at Wilmington High School are finally over. Although time travels at one consistent pace, it seems like only yesterday we were incoming freshmen, wandering around in a foreign school that we now know so well. As time flew by, we all became witnesses to history. We saw 7 astronauts give up their lives for space exploration during the Challenger explosion. We lived through 3 U.S. presidents, saw 2 German countries unite, and experienced 1 desert storm. We were all bystanders of the death of a princess, an event that the world will never forget. We saw a perfect baseball game, watched eagerly as our women's ice hockey team made history at the Olympics, and became survivors of Titanic. Through all these events, time still moved on. We as a class also made history at Wilmington High School. We watched as our girls' volleyball team made the state tournament for the first time in decades. We cheered on our boys' soccer team during their quest for the state championship. We even saw the girls' cross-country team earn an article in the Boston Globe, not for victory, but for struggle. We sent friends to France, England, Italy, Montreal, Orlando, Florida, and Denver, Colorado. These happenings and many others are our legacy to Wilmington High School. However, everything that we have done at Wilmington High School, we have done together. Now that we're graduating, we will be apart, and most events in our lives will no longer include each other. The time has come for us to move on and to make our own history, not as a group, but as individuals striving to be successful in different ways. From this point on, the road that we have traveled for 13 years will divide into separate paths that lead in several directions. The time has come for us to move on. George Santayana stated in his book, The Life of Reason, that those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Please, remember all that we have accomplished together and individually at Wilmington High School. Use what you have learned from parents, from teachers, from friends, and from yourself to get through the future. Take the memories of our good times with you wherever you go, and look back on them when you need to. Although our days in high school have passed, the memories are ours to keep forever. Please do not misunderstand. I don't want you to dwell on the past. Part of the transition from high school to college is letting go. In order to move on in life, all of us must be open to new ideas. We all had many memorable times together in and out of school. However, now we should think more about our futures instead of the past. Each of us will go through many transitions during our lives. Today is our transition from high school to the real world. Congratulations, class of 1998. Remember this day. After today, our lives will never be the same. Now it's our turn to make our own history. Thank you.
Members of the class of 1998, mothers, fathers, friends, and honored guests. I wish to thank the class of 98 for selecting me as their Teacher of the Year. I was both surprised and flattered at the selection. Graduates, today begins a whole new chapter in your life. Your 12-year journey through the Wilmington school system is drawing to a close. This should be a joyous time for all of you. But I want to remind you, and I don't want you to forget, that after today, many of you will never see each other again. While I was attending your prom, Dr. O'Donnell was sitting at the same table as I was, and she leaned over and said to me, "Graduation is really a rite of passage," and to be sure, she was 100% correct. Henceforth, you use today as a marker on your life's calendar, along with your birthday, college graduation, and marriage. High school graduation will become a reference point in your life. So savor the moment, enjoy your parties, but don't forget to thank God and your parents for your wonderful life. Thank you, one and all. Goodbye, and God bless all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present the class of 1998.
Lynn Adley. Robert Anderson. Stephanie Anderson. Jeff Arciero. Michelle Baker. Rory Ballou. Rebecca R. Barron. Michael Berrien. Leanne Michelle Bento. Daniel Bunnell. Alona Katrina Burlick. James Campbell. Ashley Blackburn. Joseph Casey. Kristen Marie Bruneau. Kevin Considine. Kristen Marie Bruno. Wayne Cormier. Kristen Lee Callanan. Jonathan Philip Coughlin. Dan Cronin. Leslie Ann Cannon. Giovanni Cudia. Bethany Mary Carr. Garrett Dubloy. Michelle Louise Cavallo. Benjamin DeGennaro. Allison Catherine Coleclaw. Justin DePlatzi. Nicole Collier. Greg Dorothy. Michelle Cronin. Ian Emery. Christine Curry Crowley. Chris Ferraro. Alexia DeVellis. David Fish. Melanie Devine. Paul Michael Fugere. Stacy Ann DeYoung. Michael Ryan Garbati. Michelle Doucette. Timothy Gillis. Sheila Marie Dunnett. Matthew Bradford Hackett. Randy Dwan. Ryan Harrison. Nicole Marie Ellis. Thomas Hyam. Megan Falzone. James Potter. Angela Gabrielle Fiorenza. Robert A. Poole. Kristen Flynn. Scott Hubby. Christine Fowl. Robert Jones. Kerry French. Christopher Kilburn. Nicole Marie Broughton. Michael Killalay. Katie Ann Gillis. Allison Giordano. Todd Michael Kaneska. Melissa Hawley. Michael Lavita. Laurie Jean Hewitt. Greg Longo. Melissa Hogue. Eric McBride. Kristen M. Jagodinsky. Brian William McCarthy. Kimberly Johnson. Christopher Merry. Patricia Kane. Matthew Muse. Stacy Ann Kendall. Arthur C. Moscupo. Jessica Marie Kittredge. Brian Mason. Tara Kanaxis. Adrian Mendoza. Cheryl Ann Lassess. David Mulick. Cheryl Lee. Trung No. Karen MacArthur. Hung Wing. Jody McKenzie. Michael Nolan. Sarah Ann Medallia. Louis Raphael. Kimberly Y. Marr. John McGinnis. Melissa Mather. Michael Safety. Jennifer McCarthy. Sean Sullivan. Danielle Ann McGarry. Paul J. Contendo. Sarah Marie McMahon. Brian Thresher. Dorothy Ann Madero. Trinchera. Jennifer Lynn Moniz. Peter J. Vachon. Melissa L. Nato. Chuck Ballas. Brenda Packard. Brian Vasseur. Leah Pasquale. Michael C. Vitalis. Jamie Pavlidis. Adam Vogel. Shannon Lee Phillips. Adam Volpe. Sarah Howard. David Anthony Ward. Emily Pratt. Joseph A. Whitfield. Jeannie Ann Reynolds. Rebecca Lee Rogers. Julie Patricia Seigel. Terry Sullivan. Kristen S. Tabron. Karen Tom. Catherine Townsend. Andrea Marie White. Masha G. Whippus. Allison Wally. Caitlin Elizabeth Wright. Julie Yentl. Scott Andrew Kwasinski. Kevin Carroll.
Please, shall we all rise? You don't want to leave without these words. For the benediction, I have a quote for you from the book of Numbers, which gives you the divine command for blessings. The Lord said to Moses, tell Aaron, the high priest, and his sons, this is how you are to bless the people. Say to them, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. So they will put my name on the people, and I, the Lord, will bless them. Depart in peace. Go with rejoicing, in the spirit of celebration, and God bless you one and all. Thank you.
Today begins a whole new chapter in your life, but I want to remind you And I don't want you to forget that after today, many of you will never see each other again.
Today, June 7th, is my Aunt Linda's birthday. Linda was the most free-spirited person I've ever known, and I've always wished that I could be more like her. Linda died in October of 1995 after a 10-month struggle to battle cancer. I think about her every day now and how she's changed my life forever.
And you have shown that success is not something to wait for, it is something to work for.
As you celebrate your success today, think of those people who have contributed so much to your success. Think of your personal board of directors.
Step back and look at your class. This is the last time you will see all of the class of '98 in the same place at the same time. But do yourselves a great favor today. Before you sprint out of here, look at yourself and be proud of everything that you did.